What's up, guys, and welcome to another, bumping the mic, another edition of How's About Thursday, where we get into Howz.com's dilemma section and we answer your questions. So today is going to be no different, and we're going to see if we can tackle something very interesting, if we can scroll through these and see if there's any that we find to be something worth talking about. 10 tests for you and your contractor's first meeting. Need chandelier for room, over bed, or seating area. Which type? House, architectural style. Let's see what this... Here we go. My home was built in 1915, and I'm trying to better understand its history and architectural style. It seems like a forced square, but the roof line and lack of dormer are throwing me off. There are very few original details left in the home, which is heartbreaking. Does anyone have suggestions for resources and inspiration for the style of this home? I'm very interested in bringing as much of the original character back to life as I can. So here is a picture of the home. Looks very simple. And 0 comments. So house, 100 years old. There you go. Right there. So let's see if we can find something a little bit different. Did I pick the wrong tile? Installation tomorrow. My master bathroom remodel began last week and everything is going well. That's excellent, Dottie. I have seen the tile laid out. My worry is the white hex tile looks more cream than white, so it doesn't match the cool Carrera marble floor tile for the bright white subway tile. Also, the pattern now seems too busy with a basket weave, but maybe that will go away with the white grout. The tile installation is due to start tomorrow. You got this tile here, which is the hex pattern, and then there's the similar tile there. It looks like she's doing the hex in the shower and then the rest of the tile pattern elsewhere. I would think that you would want to match the whiteness level pretty dead on. If one's warmer than the other, it's going to look off. I would make sure, and it's very difficult to tell from photographs, but the white hex tile looks more creamy than white, and definitely against the Carrera. So you want to take these into a couple different light situations. First of all, you want to go outside, 100% natural light, and you want to look at these two tiles side by side and make sure that the colors are working together in natural light. And then you want to actually go into your space and look at it again, the two colors side by side, and try to get a good amount of field for both of these so that you can compare them. Take this plastic off so you can actually see the true shimmer and shine of everything, and get a side-by-side comparison, because you're never going to be able to tell, and there's no way we can give you direction on a photograph like this. It's just, I mean, you can see there's like pink hues to this photograph just because it's inside in a dark space, and it makes it almost impossible for us to offer any kind of suggestion on that. So I have two questions. Did I pick the wrong tile? Or, if I pick the wrong tile, what should I do and choose instead? I think what you got to do is just compare them side by side, see which one might need to change. Maybe they don't need to change at all. If they look like they're matching up to you, then that would be good. She's showing some other kind of things. My tub and vanity mirror awaiting installation. Let's see what Diana says. No, the two tiles in the same bathroom, they are different materials, different colors, similar in size, so they're going to fight with each other badly. Do the whole floor, including the shower and the hex porcelain, if you don't want the marble in the shower. It's a classic look and will work out very well with your clawfoot tub and subway tiles. Dottie says, thanks, Diana. I see what you're saying about not using both tiles in the same bathroom. I'm definitely using marble basket weave on the floor, all bought and paid for, and love it. And I'll use the marble in the shower before changing the floor tile. I got the marble online. The porcelain hex is from my contractor's local supplier, so I should be able to easily exchange. And then Diana says again, I agree that the marble is beautiful. I have the same in my master bathroom, except that the little square tiles are black, and the shower and the floor challenge to keep looking nice, though I would not do it again. Zimmer says the tile shapes are fighting each other. I don't think the shapes fighting each other. I think that it's interesting to take this. One thing I would do, okay, for sure, is when you've got this sill over here, and maybe there's a way I can actually, all right, so what you want to do is if you're going to do multiple tile patterns and all that kind of stuff, for the shower, it's very important that you have a transition for these tiles. So one thing I would do is this top element here, I would actually come in and put a solid surface tile of some kind to actually create the transition for this tile and then this tile coming here as well. You want those to transition with something that is different than those two. You know, wrapping this hexagon tile over the top is not going to look good, and then wrapping this over as well is not going to look good. So I think you got to do something a little bit unique with the way these transition, but I think the patterns are okay to totally be different patterns for a shower versus the rest of the bathroom. I think it's something unique. It makes it interesting, and I don't have any problems with that at all. Let's see what they go on to say here. So they go on to say that the basket weave is high maintenance, the marble is high maintenance, and Diana says, I think it's going to be really hard and challenging to try and select a tile that can coordinate with the basket weave. Remember, you need something very small, a lot of grout to provide enough grip and not slip. I'm trying to match the basket weave with a porcelain basket weave. However, you might want to consider one. Again, Dottie comes back and says she's very happy with what she selected for the majority of the bathroom. I think what she needs to do is get comfortable with the color of what's in the shower and maybe adjust what's in the shower to better match the colors of what is being put on the outside of the shower or the rest of the bathroom. I think that when you're trying to look at a bathroom holistically, you got to have the colors working most of all, and then the patterns are going to supplement that relationship. And then Diana starts pointing out her bathroom, and that does look nice. I mean, look at the shower. So you have the floor of the bathroom that bleeds in to the shower, and you've got kind of a different curb that goes around that. So you accentuate that you're going into a shower with that different curb, and the floor is the floor that matches the rest of the room, which you could do. I mean, that would look nice too. Dottie says, wow, beauty is worth the trouble. It definitely is. Diana, how much of a challenge is it to keep the floor looking nice? I really love it. Rita, can you contact me privately to discuss? My email is, let's see, I think I will do that. Helen, Diana, I have known. Okay, so Dottie has one more question here. She says, decided to use a Carrera marble tile in the shower floor. Now I've decided if I should use the same basket weave pattern or something different. I know the porcelain hex tile clashed with the basket weave, but that shouldn't be a problem with matching Carrera, right? The three options I'm considering below, shown with a white subway tile, white wall paint color, and trim on the matching basket weave, or matching hex, or the octagon with the gray dots. I think the matching hex is the way to go. It sets it off a little bit from the rest of the space, but it also is not too much different, whereas you got these with the black dots and that kind of stuff. I would go with same material, different tile pattern, give it a little fun, unique thing going on, and change it up a bit and have some fun with it. So that is my thoughts. Wow, people are getting into renderings and all kinds of stuff, and that is it. So I hope that you found this episode of How's About Thursday helpful, and that you are able to take some of this information and work it into your bathroom renovation and have fun with it. Just know that the colors are important. You want the tones of the colors to be in the same tonal range, and sticking with one material and changing out the pattern is a good way to add some variety but keep the color tone and everything else consistent in that space, especially in a bathroom where everything's very tight, close, small room. You want things to be cohesive. Those are my thoughts. So I hope that you found it useful and that you will join us next week for another edition of How's About Thursday, where we get into your design dilemmas on Houzzs.com.